This morning, our subject, fight on. Fight on. We're going to text them from Numbers chapter 33, 50 through 55. And I read, while they were camped near the Jordan River, on the plains of Moab, opposite Jericho, the Lord said to Moses, give the following instructions to the people of Israel. When you cross the Jordan River into the land of Canaan, you must drive out all the people living there. You must destroy all their carved and molten images, demolish all their pagan shrines. Take possession of the land and settle in it, because I have given it to you to occupy. You must distribute the land among the clans by sacred lot in proportion of their size. A larger portion of land will be allotted to each of the larger clans. A smaller portion will be allotted to each of the smaller clans. The decision of the sacred lot is found. In this way, the portions of land will be divided among your ancestral tribes. But if you fail to drive out all the people who live in the land, those who remain will be like splinters in your eyes and thorns in your side. They will harass you in the land where you live. The Lord has been dealing with me. This is a month. The next 5 weeks is just something I have a hard time dealing with. But the Lord spoke to me and told me, fight on. Fight on. He took me back to how he took the children of Israel and enslaved them, that they may be more dependent upon him. Then he explained how he took things that were important to me, that I may be more dependent on him.
All right.
I'm still going to be hurt, I'm still going to be sad, but I know that I can fight on.
Yes.
God, this is not going to be a long message, but I want you to remember the words of that song, Fight On. Jordan River is deep and it's wide, but we have to fight on. Remember, the Lord divided the Red Sea for his people. What won't he do for you?
Yes.
We are children of the King. We have lost so much in this world. My mind went back to how Job had lost everything. Even when God allowed Satan to touch his body, he had sores, the Bible said, from the bottom of his feet to the crown of his head had boils. His wife looked at him and said, are you ready to curse your God and die? Are you ready to curse your God and die? He said, you sound like one of them foolish women. You don't sound like a wife. Said he got a potsherd and scraped the skin off the bowl. Sit down in the ashes, and there he sit. He didn't curse God, and he didn't die. I've had so much taken from me. It would have been easy. So many things I've gone through. Satan wanted me to curse God and die. He wanted me to give up everything I was looking forward to. See, we have to be willing. We have to be ready to fight on. We may be going through a good time right now. It may be easy right now. But we don't know what tomorrow, the next minute is going to hold.
That's right.
Satan will. My brother told me earlier that he was going to take some time away from home. You may not want to hear this, but everybody going to know it now. That he was going to take some time, take a couple of days and go somewhere. I don't care where you go. Satan ain't on vacation. Satan is still Satan. Satan will attack you wherever you are. The time that you think he won't come, that's when he going to show up. Satan is ready and willing to attack you at any time. He's just looking at what's best for him. When you think everything's going good, that's when he attacks. When you close your eyes at night and you think all is well with the world, that's when he attacks. Somebody call you in the middle of the night. Your daughter's gone. We don't know how Satan is going to attack us. We don't know when he's going to attack us. But we know that God said, fight on. He will never leave us. We won't go through this battle by ourselves. This is something that you can't endure by yourself. But as long as you got God on your side, you have to be willing and able to fight on. How are you able? You've got to read. You've got to study yourself approved. You've got to divide this word, rightly divide the word of God. Because you got to know that the word is going to draw you or drive you.
All right.
Some people are going to tell you that you aren't a Christian. You ain't saved. You've been out there doing the same things that I have been. I was out there doing the things that I was old enough and big enough to do. Some of them I wasn't old enough, but I did them anyhow. But God was right there.
Right there.
See, God said for us to train up a child.
Yes.
And my mother, my aunties, trained us up. When mama wasn't there to whoop our hide, ain't said it was. We got quit for doing things we know we didn't have a place to do.
Right.
But we were trained in the Word of God. We were taken to church.
Yes.
The preacher told us what was right and what was wrong. I don't care if he was doing it or not. I don't know anything about it, but I remember him telling me about going to hell, and I was scared to go. So at least in church, I was doing everything I was supposed to do. And when they bring it up out of church, I did what I was supposed to do. Because I was trained that way. One thing about the army, they train you to fight.
Yes.
You have to be ready, and as the said, preacher of the word, in season and out of season.
Yes.
They teach you when you can eat, you eat. I don't care if you're hungry or not. I tell my brother that the other day in the hospital. Man, I just ain't hungry. Eat it anyhow. Right. You don't know whether you're going to need this tomorrow or not. You don't know what's going to happen. Right. You may really not have it. They told him, eat this. You eat it because it helps you heal.
Yeah. Right.
And they said, that ain't got no taste. I don't care if it got taste or not. Eat it. Because you don't know when you're going to get your next meal. You don't know how that next meal is going to sit on your stomach. You don't know if you're going to be able to eat it. Eat it while you can.
Right.
You have to train while you can. Because in the middle of a battle, you can't train to fight. You cannot say, wait a minute, time out, Satan. We were taught this. I got to go back and study on it. I need you to hold on, rest for a minute. Let me go back here and study. No, you can't do that in the middle of a fight. And guess what? We're always in a fight. We've gotten this far by our prayers and by the prayers that came before us. Ain't Sally's prayers, my mama's prayers, even my daddy's prayers. We got this far by those who are already on the battlefield, already fighting. We've got to learn that we've got to fight. We've got to teach our children to fight. There ain't no place where you can stop fighting, where you can feel at ease because this battle is over, because it ain't over till you dead.
All right.
Until you're dead. In today's world, we've taken Satan and we've taken God out of our houses, our homes, our schools. There's so much uproar today about taking God out of school. They've taken prayer out of school. Well, we took it out of our home first. We depended on the teachers to teach our children how to pray. Well, they can't pray in school no more. They can pray at your house. What happened to that? Well, we get so busy around here taking kids to ball games and doing other things, taking the cheerleading camp. Sometimes we skip prayer because we ain't praying at the table, because we ain't sitting at the table. We pray in the car. You can pray in a restaurant. No, we've taken prayer out of that. We've taken God out of that. We get so mad because somebody tells us we can't pray in school. They can't pray in school. Who told you couldn't pray at home? Who told you? You quit? See, that is part of that how we fight.
Yes.
We let God know what's going on with us, and we thank Him for what He's done and who He is. That's part of the fight. See, we get so caught up in what other people are doing. Well, the other people are trying, Satan has got them trying to ruin us.
Yeah.
They ruin the school. They ruin the home. They ruin our community, job, everything that we thought we were safe and secure at. You don't feel safe there no more. Right. People will come in and shoot. Just because they're mad with you. You don't feel safe anywhere. Well, I guess I go to the they shooting churches too.
That's right.
You've got to have God on the inside.
Yeah.
You've got to know how to fight on the inside.
That's right.
You can't get ready to fight. Fight on. We never stop fighting.
That's right.
We never stop praying.
That's right.
We got to be willing and able to get up and get about our Father's business.
Yeah.
And our Father's business is about occupying this place.
Yes.
I can't occupy no place but where I am. I'm right here. I'm occupying this place.
All right.
Satan can have everything else until I get there. But right here, right now, I'm occupying this. Satan can't have this part. Just occupy where you are. And teach others to occupy where they are. And if one, teach one.
All right.
And that would teach one. After a while, we've got this place occupied.
Yes.
But as long as we depend on somebody else, well, my teachers, they going to teach. Well, what if your teacher is... What if he learned some other religion? What if that teacher was teaching Hinduism?
All right.
Teaching about Muhammad? Well, that ain't the religion I thought they were praying about. See, you don't know. You ain't in that classroom. You just wanted people them to be able to pray. But see, they hired anybody to teach as long as you got a degree.
All right.
And you got to love them. You don't teach my child that, but I love you. I'm going to teach my child what is right for them. And if somebody tries to teach them any other thing, they're going to know to disregard.
That's right.
But if you ain't teaching in your home, if you ain't fighting in your home, if you aren't preparing them to fight in your home,
Yes.
then they're going to accept whatever the world goes that way. Whatever the world offers. It must be all right. Daddy wanted them to preach, to teach prayer in school, and they prayed. But they praying to Muhammad. They praying to Confucius. Well, my daddy told me that them ain't the right God, so I ain't gonna listen to them. I pray my own prayer right. There you go. Because they learn how to fight early.
Yes.
They learn how to fight at home. The battle starts in the house. The Bible says a man that won't take care of his own house is less than an infidel. You get people out here today trying to take care of somebody else's house.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to help them because, you know, they got burned out over there. I'm going to lay $500 down. Y'all lay $500 on top of it. Trying to take care of somebody else's house. Look at his house, and he had groceries in the refrigerator for weeks. Depending on his wife to buy, no, she ain't working nowhere. And he got his money going out gambling and drinking. Trying to take care of somebody else's house. The fight starts at your house.
Yeah.
That's where the fight starts.
Yeah.
And we got to fight on. Ain't no time to take down. Ain't no time to take back.
Right.
We got to fight. We are brought up to fight. People these days say small numbers and say, oh, look at these people here. I seen old man people getting tickets on now Interstate 59 the other day in Foster, and they're sitting in the church right now. It's so few of us to, you know, there ain't much we can do. Who you counting on? You or God? If you look, watch this. If you think back to Judges, and you think back to Gideon and how he had children of Israel going out for war, and God said, you got too many folks. So I asked them, the people you got in your army, who all tired want to go home, send them home? 25 went home. And you still got 10,000. I tell you what, you take them down to the river. And those that bent over and out of the water, don't take them. But those that get their hands and lap up the water like a dog from the hand, you take them. The Bible says about 300. About 300 against thousands. The Amalekites and Midianites. He went to battle 300 people against them. The Bible said when he looked over in the valley, said he looked at them, the people of the east had settled in the valley like a swarm of locusts. Their camels were like grains of sand on the seashore. And him and 300 people. 300 people. God said, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get the recognition out of this. I'm going to get the glory out of this. You ain't no way that you and 300 men can fight this battle. And God did a work. God did a thing because he told them to fight on. It ain't about your numbers, it's about your God. Fight on. And when God did this work in them, that it got so bad that they started running, and them 300 men and Gideon started chasing. You, even though you winning, you are chasing 1,000 men with 300. Look at God. They look back, I'm at 300. Oh, God got them running. When they ran across the other folks, how you gonna do this? Leave us out of this big battle. He explained to them, didn't you win this battle over here? Didn't you win this battle over here? Man, these 300 just did what we could. But God allowed. They said, they were all upset to Gideon explained it to them. Once he explained it to them, they were all right. Then they started chasing too. God got you. See? God is just asking you to be willing to fight. God is just asking you to get prepared to fight. And if you prepared and you got your family prepared, then God can use you. But if you ain't prepared, you don't want to fight, God don't send you home like he did the rest of Gideon. Tell them to go home. They tired, they don't want to be, tell them to go home. We don't need you. If your mind ain't on what this church trying to do, what God is trying to do through this church, go home. We don't need you. Bible says that we are one body. This one body can't have our mind spinning on everything. Our mind needs to be straightforward on what we're trying to do. We're trying to spread the word of God. We're trying to fight. If you ain't willing to fight, go home. God needs a man or a woman who's willing and able to fight. If you ain't willing to train, the military will discharge you, put you out. We don't need you if you won't listen. Well, all they told me to do was walk straight ahead and fight the man in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me, so I'll just sit down right here. You ain't walk for enough yet. See, everybody's got a job to do. All you got to do is God's asking you to do is do your job. God, everybody's got a battle they got to fight. God just asked you to fight your battle. He asked you to fight mine. God ain't asking you to go out here and preach to the thousands. God just asking me to preach to these right here. That's all he's asking me to do. Now, when he gets ready to change my order, he'll do it. But until then, I can't go over to First Baptist and say, hey, I come to preach y'all because I'm through preaching the Trinity. Ain't enough folks over there. God ain't told me to do that. My battle is right here. My fight is right here. And we've got to fight and fight on until this battle is won. When it's won, God tell me it's won. Tell me something else. We've got to fight on. Oh, it looks like everything's quiet here. I'm through. I don't think I'm going to preach this Sunday because, you know, y'all heard my message last Sunday. Y'all know what I said, like believe by God. I'm just going to sit down. God ain't told me to sit down. He told me to fight. Right. And when Satan rears his ugly head, put it under my feet. All right. You see, I did a lot of playing around with Satan. Doing what I thought I could get away with. God told me, who's this battle for? Me or you? All right. I've got to do what God sends me to do. He tells me, he gives me my marching orders. Then you know what I do? I'm off. Go and tell, then I go and tell. Go and do, then I go and do. I don't care what the circumstances look like. It may look like all is lost. May look like you and your 300 men are up against all the grains of sand out there on the seashore. The camels look like grains of sand. They were numbered just that much. And me and 300 folk. Me and 12, 13 folk. Go out there and defeat them all. Not because of who we are, but because of whose we are. I'm telling you, church, you gotta be ready to fight on. It is not a time for you to take back and take count of what's up. Because we're in a day and a time where people are not going to stand for sound judgment. People, things that sound right to a person of God, the world ain't going to stand for that.
All right.
But I just don't know. You know, we got all these other people who believe something else. So we got to be willing to accept that in our church. We got to be willing to put out the drunkards and the drug dealers. We got to be willing to invite in the folks with money. Because we're trying to do something in our church. We don't want people lying and cheating in our church.
Right.
That's just like a hospital saying, we don't want sick folks in there.
All right. All right.
Oh, we don't want no sick folks in there. Because if you bring all these sick folks in, who's going to take care of them? Now, who's going to pay the bill? Church, as I get ready to take my seat, God wanted you just like He wanted me to know that we got to be ready and willing to fight.
Yeah.
There ain't no vacation.
Yeah.
The last thing He reminded me of Nehemiah. When Nehemiah felt the urge, the call of God to go back and build the wall around the city. When he got back there, it got so bad at one point, the enemy started attacking them. The people on the wall had to have a hammer in one hand and a weapon in the other. We building, but we're also ready.
Yeah.
Try us if you want to. You got to be building God's kingdom, but you got to be ready to fight. Because the moment you start building, Satan's going to want to tear down.
All right. All right.
And I tell you, church, fight on.
Right on.
Fight on. Don't let God down. I don't care if you let the pastor down. Pastor been let down before. The pastor's doing everything he can not to let God down.
All right.
There have been some times when I felt like giving up. There have been times when I wanted to give up.
God said fight on.
God said fight on. Battle is not yours.
Yes.
You just have to stay in the fight.
Lord.
You look around, oh, all these people, Lord, I don't know how I'm going. You can't. Let's stop right there. You can't do it. All you got to do is stay in the battle. Keep your hammer in one hand and your sword in the other. And fight on.